Hey guys and girls, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast Unleashed with myself, Lewis. Hope you're all brilliant and very well as always. We are currently in the Nether on a small expedition to get ourselves some Nether quartz. Yes, we are. And that might give away exactly what we're doing today. So, in the last episode we made the Tesseracts and we said we were going to do some Nether, a bit of Nether mining. Well, I decided that before we do that, it's probably going to be a good idea to set ourselves up some sort of storage system, and the best way really of doing that currently in Feed the Beast is probably with an applied Energistics system or an ME system, however you want to put it. And to do that, since the update, you do need now a load of Nether quartz, and you need that to make some of the Certus quartz, I believe it's called, or it's got a weird name. It's no, Fluix crystal, I think it's called. Yeah, you need some of those guys, which means you need Nether quartz. So I've come here just to grab some of it. We're not going to make a humongous system to start ourselves off with, but we're going to make something that's going to be able to, you know, build the basis to a truly epic applied Energistics system that's going to run throughout the tree. Yes. So let's have a gander at how much we got. So I've been here for a minute or two. We got more than enough. So let's make our way back home, and we'll start setting this up. During the time off camera as well, I haven't managed to work on the power flower, but I have managed to put some more solar panels into it, so it's looking a little bit better. And we've got a bit better of a power supply going into it now as well, so that's always a good thing. And that means that our mass fabricator is running a little bit better as well. So we've got some good stuff coming in there, which is nice. So let's make our way back to Z Portal, which is just down here. It looks like one of the guys were here. I believe they got teleported here by mistake because, you know, when the Nether portals are a bit near, that's what happens. So let's make our way back, and we'll get crack-a-lacking with this. Ba-bam, ba-bam. There we go. Oh, we've got Clive, and he's wearing a funky hat. Good man. Okay, right, I think we should probably start by having a little sleep so we don't have too many bad guys running around, because that is always a bad thing. So let's do this, have a little nap, just a little nap, and if we go downstairs we'll be able to find out how much UU matter we've got. So I've had to use quite a bit of it up to grab some of the, you know, some more of the advanced solar panels, but we have still got it going, and we've currently got 11 in there, and I think the power's pretty low at the minute because it's been left on. Yeah, so it's not really doing too much at the minute, but hey, that's alright. Should we turn our volume up a little bit? There we go. You should be able to hear the little guys doing the thing. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we'll turn on for the time being because I don't need it for the time being. Now, this is the room that I've been creating. I'm looking to make quite a big underground base. So at the minute it's quite small because we've literally just gone down into the trunk of the tree, but we are going to go even further outwards. So we're going to have like quite a big storage facility underground, and this is just the basis of it. So this is a tiny little room, but this is going to be where we're going to, you know, start setting up some of our stuff. Now, we've been quite lucky in getting a load of Certus quartz and Certus quartz dust and all this sort of stuff from when we was originally mining. So I'm going to take all of this, well, I'm going to leave a little bit of it. And I just want to find out if this stuff works in a macerator, because I'm not 100% sure if it does or doesn't. I don't think it does. Oh, is it doing it? Hey, yeah, it does. Alright, we'll throw this in here because we're going to have to turn this stuff, or a number of it, into this. So let's keep this going. There we go, good stuff. Now, I do want to go ahead and build a chest and a crafting table. We might as well do this down here as well. So we'll build this one down here as well, because it's always handy to have one around, isn't it? So let's pop this down here, and we're looking fairly decent. So we've got this Nether quartz coming, we've got this stuff going, good times. Now, we are going to need ourselves a few things before we can get really cracking. First thing being is a quartz cutting knife, which is kind of the main thing you're going to need. So you need iron, you need yourself some Nether quartz or some Certus quartz and some sticks, which sounds like a thing. Now, I don't know if I have any iron on me at the present. Let's have a gander in here. Oh, no, we don't. Have I got any lying around? Nope, nope, nope. Alright, let's go get some. So we're going to need some iron, and we've got the quartz bits and bobs, good times. And we should have some more oak wood in here, or some jungle wood. That will do just fine. So let's get some sticks out of this guy. There we go. And we'll grab a little bit of iron. I believe we only needed a few bits, so we'll take you. And I believe it looks something like this. So is it iron and quartz? Yeah, there we go, giving us a quartz cutting knife. Nice. Now, the first thing you're going to want to make with any AE system is a ME controller, which is the basis to it. Now, you don't have to use one of these, but I would say this is probably a good way of doing it. And to do that, we're going to need an advanced processor. Now, these guys do, you know, they start racking up pretty much. So we're going to need a diamond, we need redstone, and we need some silicon. Now, to make silicon, all you do is you put some Certus quartz or some nether quartz inside a smelter, and that's going to go ahead and give you your stuff. Now, currently we've got some Certus quartz, so let's go down, get this guy up and running, and we'll grab our, we'll use our pulverizer. There we go, and we'll start cooking some of this stuff up into the silicon that we're going to need. Now, I saw as well, it says we need redstone and we need diamonds, so let's grab these guys. Let's get rid of this rubbish we've got as well, because I'm starting to rack up a load of rubbish again. So let's throw it into our miscellaneous area. Yeah. Can we put this in here? Of course we can. Cool beans. And some shards of minium. Nice. Alright, so we've got these guys. We've got some silicon on the go. Now, we want to create some of these processors. So, let's have a gander. So, it was this guy, wasn't it? So, a quartz cutting knife, a diamond, and some of this stuff. So, let's do this. So, there's that. One of these guys, a few of these, and some silicon. There we go, giving us an advanced processor assembly. Now, there is a basic processor assembly as well, which I believe is made with the exact same thing. It's just not a diamond. Let's have a look, see if we can find it. Nope, that's not it. There we go. That is a piece of gold. There we go. So pretty much the same thing. Now once you've got that, you're going to want to go and throw it in a furnace and cook it up, and this will give you your final product. And I've never understood why you have to put these guys in furnaces to make them, but hey, that bit has always eluded me. Alrighty, so we've got one of those guys. Now we're going to need some of this Fluix crystal, which is the main stuff why we need to go to the nether, because you have to have nether quartz and Certus quartz to make these guys. So let's make some of these. So we've got our nether quartz, we've got our Certus quartz, and we've got redstone. So we're going to need some of these Fluix crystals. So let's have a look at how many we can make. So we can make quite a few, so let's go ahead and make 10 for the time being. I think that's going to be more than enough. And we've got our advance and iron, and we just need a little bit more iron before we can finish this guy off. So there is that. And that, and bam. So we've got the first part, ME controller, which is a boss. Now, if you want to view your items, there's two ways of really doing that. So you can either have a ME access terminal, which allows you to access it, as it sounds, or we're going to go straight for the ME crafting terminal. Now, to do this, we're probably going to need an access terminal as well. Yes, we are. So it means we're going to need a few bits and bobs to do this. Now, we're going to have to get used to making ME cabling as well, which is made of Fluix dust and glass. Now, Fluix dust is nether quartz, Certus quartz, and redstone. So have we got any of this stuff? We've got Certus quartz. We haven't got any nether quartz because that stuff is downstairs doing his thing. So let's go and grab a handful of this, and we can make some of this Fluix dust. Yes, there we go. And I'm intrigued to know if we can macerate these guys. No, we can't. Okay. Alright, you can carry on doing your thing. So, should we flip a track on? I think we should flip a track on. There we go. Lovely jubbly. So, Fluix dust. So I believe it was, what was it? It was all these crystally things, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go. Cool beans. So we'll make a load of this, make a handful of this stuff. Cool. And we want to make some ME cabling. So we're going to need some glass. And we've got a load of that. There we go. So we'll make a load of you. We'll make 12. Why not? Leave us a little bit of Fluix dust just in case we need it for anything else. So an ME access terminal is made with an ME cable. We've got one of those. We need a conversion matrix. We need an ME basic processor. Now if we remember, that needed some gold. So let's grab a bit of gold, and we will go ahead and make one of these guys. So there is that. And there you are. Cool beans. So we're going to throw back down our quartz cutting knife, bit of gold, a few bits of redstone, and some silicon. Yeah, and let's make a few of these while we're at it, because you're always going to need tons of these guys to make all the bits you need. So we'll take 3 for the time being, and we'll let these guys start doing their cooking. There we go, good stuff. What have we got in here? Ooh, pulverized obsidian. Nice. Ooh, that's pretty good actually. We can make some more hardened glass. There we go. Alrighty, so that will be the third one of these coming out right now, and this should give us the stuff we need to make most of the parts. So we need the ME access terminal, which is conversion matrix, which I believe we've actually got all this. Yes, we have. There we go. Cool beans. Now, that should give us all the things we need to make this guy. I think it is. Bam. There we go. So now we need the ME crafting terminal. So we need a crafting table. Bam. There we go. Simple. Oh my god, look at my inventory. It's a mess already. So, crafting table. So, storage cell. Huh. Did we just make a storage cell? No, we didn't. Alright, we need a... We need a storage cell. Alright, and we've got the ME basic processor already. Good times. I knew we'd need another one of those guys. Okie dokie. Right, so, done. Iron, glass. Bam. There we go. Cool beans. Right. Let's throw some of this stuff away for the time being. No, more than likely we're probably going to need to take it out again in a second, but hey, we've got a basic kind of thing going on here. Now, when it comes to actually using and accessing all of your good bits and bobs, there are a few things you can do. So you can make an ME chest, and these are just the basics. So you can make an ME chest, which I believe is around here somewhere. Yes, this guy, which is probably the cheaper of them. And then for the ME chest, you're going to go and throw in one of the storage cells, and there's multiple different types of storage cells. We have the 1K, 16K, 64K. That's an encoded one, so it doesn't matter. Or we have an M or a 4K one, and all of these add bytes and types. Now, the types goes for the items, so if you have a maximum of 63 different types of items in there, you're then going to fill up your storage cell, and items convert into bytes as well. So, obviously, bigger, more you can store in there of 63 types of items, but you can never store over 63 types of items, so they are slightly restricted. But the big ones can hold absolutely tons. And you got to think 63 is quite a few different types of items, depending on what you're actually using. Now, we're going to go for a very simplistic approach to start ourselves off with. So instead of making these chests, you can just connect general chests to the system. Now, to do this, we need some storage buses, these guys. So this is probably going to be the most basic of startups, but I want to show that first before we move on to anything kind of a little bit more. Now, to do this, we're going to need some ME interfaces. So let's get a conversion matrix, and we should have all the stuff we need to do to make another conversion matrix. At least I hope we have. So this is this guy. Bam, there we go. And we'll make one for the time being, you know, just to show off how it all works. And we're going to need this glass again, aren't we? Yeah. Alrighty, so we'll grab you, grab one of these guys, and then we just need to do this. Bam, there we go, an ME storage bus. Nice. So, let's have a gander and make a pretty swanky chest. I think that's going to be a thing. So, we're going to grab some jungle wood, and we're just going to go through the whole chest setup, I think. Let's just do that. We'll just make loads of chests. So, there's that. A little bit of iron. Cool beans. Then we're going to upgrade that to a gold one, like a boss. And then we're going to upgrade that to a diamond chest. Now, what is the recipe for a diamond chest again? I always forget that one. I remember the glass one, the crystal, but I can never remember the other one. Diamond chest. Ah, there we go. So it just needs some glass, which we're actually going to need some more glass soon, actually. So let's go and get some glass cooking as well. The reason I'm making a bigger chest is I want a larger chest so that we can start, you know, filling all the good stuff. Because bigger the chest, higher the amount of storage, which always comes in useful when you're going to use this type of setup. Which, like I said, is probably the simplest of setups. So if you want to go much more involved, then you definitely can. Now, I believe we've got all the bits we need to make one of these guys now, so let's have a gander. So, diamond chest. Now, have we got this? Yeah, we have. Cool beans. Alrighty, so there's that. Now we need some power, so it means we need some glass fiber cables. And do we want some more? We're probably going to want some more, so let's go and grab some more of this glass that we have down here. And we'll flip the switch, because I think it's starting to run out a little bit. Cool beans. And we're going to need a fair bit of these guys. We're going to need another couple more. There we go. So there's that. And I don't think it's going to take up too much. So cool beans. So there's that. Now we need our silver, which I have around here somewhere. Yep, there we go. And we've got our diamonds. Cool beans. All right, so diamond, a little bit of silver, and our glass. Yeah, giving us a load more of these guys. 9. I think I can do that with 9. I think that's going to work. So, once again, let's have a little sleepies just before all the bad guys come out. You know, they want to be working around with the bad guys. And we're going to flip a switch and get ourselves some tunes back on. And I believe we're good to go. So, this guy turned off? Yeah, cool beans. So, I'm going to show you a really basic basic setup before we do anything else. And in the next episode, we'll then expand it into a much bigger setup and then attach the quarries and all that stuff. So this is just a kind of get-go. Now, we're probably going to do it. Let's do it here. Yeah, this could be a good place to do it. I'm not too sure about this torch, though. We'll move it at some point. So our power cables are running around here. So they should be here. Yeah, good stuff. Now let's bring it further back behind our chest. And we'll use our glass fiber cables. There we go. Now the first thing we want to do is connect up our ME controller. So we're going to pop this guy down. And you can see he's filling up with power, being all happy and stuff. Now, the ME controllers, or the whole ME Applied Energistics system in general, can run off 3 different types of energy, I believe. So we have Applied Energistics, and that runs off of, you have MJs, you have Universal Electric, if you know what that is, and you have EU, which is your industrial craft. So it runs off all 3 different types, and they all have a different conversion. So you can see this is saying units. So this runs off what it's called units. And units can be exchanged into the energy. So we're going to be using industrial craft power. Now, I believe a regular unit as it is 6 units. And you get 2 units per 1 EU. I believe that's how the conversion works. Pretty sure. So each EU is worth 2 units. Yeah. So obviously this is 6. That means it's going to be using a constant 3. So it'll be 3 EU per tick to run this guy. So fairly cheap, and as you add more parts it's going to go and add more onto that cost. So if we pop this guy on here, boom, you can see it's lit up. That means he's now active, and we're now using 7 units, so just over 3 EU per tick, just a little tad. So let's go ahead and connect this to something. Now if we was to have a how many of these guys? We were 9. Okay, so let's go into here. There we go. Now, the good thing with this is you can connect pretty much anything to everything. So we can have these guys coming out of here like this, and they're all adding to this. And I love the look of that. That is funky. I never realised that looks so cool. Let's throw down our torch so it's not too dark in here. We don't get any bad guys spawning. Let's put it up here. There we go. Now, you can see if we click on this guy, we've got our ME access terminal, but we have the crafting terminal as well, which is amazing. Far better than the regular access terminal. The access terminal is pretty much this without this. So we're now using still 7 units, which is good. Now we want to throw down our chest, don't we? We want to read what's in our chest. So if we go ahead and get rid of this guy for the time being, and we're going to pop this guy here. Now we want to be able to move it around, so I'm going to use my crescent hammer to do this, and Applied Energistics does have its own type of hammer, but the crescent hammer pretty much works with all of it anyway, so it's all good stuff. Now if we throw down our diamond chest, pop this guy on here, and because this is a storage bus, you'll be able to see exactly what the storage bus can access, which is sick. There we go. So we now have this full area here. So if I throw any of this stuff in here and go to my ME crafting terminal, you can see the items are in here. How cool is that? So you can throw jungle wood in here, you can throw all this stuff in here, and it's all going to sit in here. It doesn't matter whether I sort it or not, really makes no difference, because it's all going to be in here, and we can search for all of it individually. So if we want planks, we can type that in, we'll grab some planks. If we want our Certus, we can do that, bam, we get Certus. And the cool thing with this, because we have the crafting terminal as well, is we can take the items out of here and go like this and make, say, a chest. But that is not just it. There is a much cooler reason for building this, and that is that you can actually do the shift clicking. So if we go on chest like this, and we want to open up a chest, so bam, there we go, that's the recipe. If we shift click, bam, if the items are in there, you can go and grab yourself a chest, just like that. We can clear that by doing that, or you can go ahead and just normally click and you'll get the recipe out, which is pretty nice. So that is extremely useful, because it means now we can throw all our rubbish in here. We can have a line of chests, they can all be doing their thing. You can specify what goes into different chests as well by changing different types of priority. So at the minute this is priority 1. If we was to set that any higher, then that would actually be a lower priority. So that's pretty much how it works. So I believe we're looking good, and our power is, wow, that filled up so quickly with all of those stuff in our power flower. That means we can probably go ahead and get this guy doing his thing again to get some more UU man. Oh yeah, should we change this up? I think we're going to. So let's do this. Giving us another piece of iridium. Love it. So we're going to keep grabbing all this iridium, and we're slowly going to change it. What am I doing? Why am I putting that in there? We're eventually going to grab all the iridium and get all of our very nice, all of our lovely advanced solar panels set up so we can go ahead and get all of the power. Then we're going to look at getting some buildcraft power, more sustainable than this on the go. And then I believe we're going to look for, what should we do? I believe we should make ourselves, why is that not going down? Huh. Surely that would be, weird. You'd think that would be taking the, maybe it's not, maybe, I don't know. Nope. Why? Oh, the joys of things going weird. I wonder if I throw some scrap and it'll go quicker. Oh, there we go. Alright, starting to go down. Good times. I guess it can sustain itself without the additional in there. Let's see if it's going up. 5.9, 5.4. How very weird. Alright guys, so we're going to leave this episode here. We're pretty much done. We've got the basis of a very nice applied Energistics ME system set up. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to make this look a little bit prettier between this and the next episode. Probably going to work on the power flower a bit more so it's looking a little bit more, you know, a little bit nicer, because at the minute it looks just the same as the last time we went there. And then we're going to set up a nice system for sorting all our chests, and we'll get the system itself via using priorities to allow us to actually sort chests automatically, which would be pretty sick, I think. Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty cool. Alright guys, I'll see you soon for another episode. Have a good one, and goodbye.
This